What's up, Soul Circle? Oh, did I turn off my notifications? Maybe not. We'll see. Who's on? Who's jumping on first? What up, Tara? Key Sloan, Alexandra. Hi, beautiful woman. Hang on. How's everybody doing? What's up, Daniela? Badass A-lister of mine. You are gorgeous. MS Jackie. R. Littleton. Hi. Hi. Love you, Daniela. You're amazing. Hi, Key Sloan. London Bissett. What's up, Monica? What's up, James? Shashi. How's everybody doing? Christina. Yesterday was rough. Girl. Yeah. How's everybody else been feeling this energy? We've got what? We hit a new moon. Mercury direct. Thank God. But yeah, the energy's been a little all over the place. OGB threads. I feel like I have like this song stuck in my head, but I don't know what it is, so it's making me like jam out on my own. But I'm not gonna try to sing it. Lady, my throat is dead. Open up that throat chakra, girl. Hi from Mexico. Awesome. Is it Katie? Love that. Camilla, hello, beautiful. Jessica, hello. Led by Heart, hi, beautiful woman. What's up, Jessica? Gia. Oh, you guys are amazing. All right. Led by Heart. Mwah. Love you. Awesome. All right. From Ohio. Is that Riley? Elizabeth, hello, beautiful. Another little badass A-lister of mine. All right, let's go with questions. We can't do any jam out sessions right now because I never know if YouTube is gonna block the video from posting. Lizzie, you are a straight A-lister of mine. You are just slaying. You're awesome. All right, who's got questions? What's going on? Who is what from? Wait, let me scroll. Lady, you're amazing. I loved your videos from Serah. Oh my gosh. Those were a long time ago. I took those down. Yes, things keep coming up this week. My goal is to take a trip to Sedona this week. There's an event happening this weekend, and of course I always like to go back to my stomping ground. For those of you that don't know, I lived there for 3 years. I kind of took the hiatus from Hollywood and decided to go on my soul journey. And what better place to do it than Sedona, which is what I call like a double mirror to all of your own internal processing, right? When you think you're gonna get away with something and like not work through it, you like turn around and turn away from it and you're like smacked in the face by another vortex, which reflects even more. You guys want to do some like graduating of inner self-love and inner education? Just like spend like a week in Sedona. Super good time, but it'll totally get you there. So yeah, I may do a little road trip out to Sedona. So shout out to anybody who's in Phoenix. Well, you guys will know if I do. All right, what do we got as questions? What's the energy? What's gonna be the theme of tonight's Soul Circle? Welcome. Anybody who's new, give a little like, hey, if you're new. Always want to tell you guys too, share with your friends. I love that this Soul Circle is growing so much and you guys are so dedicated with showing up every week and getting your questions answered. So tell your friends, tag people. We want to grow our family tribe over here. Okay, so let's see, ways to ground yourself in times of stress and overwhelm with energies. Solid question. Who else has been feeling the need to ground? Who else has been feeling a little stressed? Maybe a little overwhelmed? Who's almost to burnout? Who's almost to burn? We got a lot of hearts on that one. Okay. So, right. So this might be the theme for tonight. Relationship with body. right? So you guys have heard me say countless times, how we do run relationship is a direct alignment of how we do all of them, right? And we got to take care of the relationship with body and relationship with self first and foremost. You guys already know this, right? Before our relationships with other people comes down to you. And grounding in times of stress and overwhelm and with all these different energies, it's like if you're not giving to yourself first, then like you don't have any time to give, right? Or excuse me, you don't have any energy to give or time. So it's been coming a lot. It's been coming up a lot, actually. So what I'd love to share, and this is going to have a little bit to do with grounding, yes, but also kind of checking in with your relationship with your body. So I even recently have been cycling back around and just checking off and making sure that everything's like good to go with stuff. I went and I got a hair sample done, right? So you can do hair tests. They can test for heavy metals, are a huge thing. They can increase stress in the body, right? It can increase toxicity, obviously, right? Some of them are almost all of them are neurotoxins. But a lot of different things. One of the recent ones that I learned, right, for anybody who's getting overly stressed, or when you do get stressed, feeling almost like you kind of can't come down as easily, or you're getting some people maybe having more like anger is reaching. You're like stressed and then you're like angry, like right off the bat. That can be due also to a higher amount of copper in the system. So it's not to say that we don't need certain metals, like, right, we need copper in our system. But if we're reaching a point where our body has an overage, right, or if it's storing those metals because it's not getting what it really needs, right, then it's not processing things correctly. So increasing the stress and grounding yourself, one of the ways that we want to focus on is looking into what's happening into the physical body, right? Getting in touch with our relationship to our body and finding out what could shift inside the body that is also causing stress inside the body, right? Because again, what we all know, whatever you have happening inside, it could be your physical body, it could be your mindset, it could be your emotional state, that we're going to automatically reflect out into our external environment, right? And then different situations are going to happen that then cause us to get stressed, right? So talking about grounding, focusing on what's going on with your actual system, right? More people are getting higher amounts of heavy metals in their system right now because they're in all of our leafy greens, right? And the soil is not turning around, or it's not cleaning out the heavy metals. So it's actually increasing how much heavy metals are in the leafy greens that we're eating. So getting a hair test, finding out where your body's levels are at is a really, really good way to just focus on the relationship with the body, right? Specifically on then grounding during stress. And it's so interesting, right? Because when you're in the moment, like, let's just be real for a second. Let's not, we can't always over spiritualize everything and be like, okay, you need to just take a second and just breathe and tell yourself happy thoughts, right? Like, I get when you're in the middle of stress, sometimes the last thing that you want to do is like sit there and think happy thoughts, right? Does anybody else feel that same way? Like, you're like, shut the F up. I'm stressed right now. And the last thing that I'm going to do is think a happy thought. And it sounds crazy, but we're human. So to sort of just be real about that first and just have some compassion on yourself. If you can laugh at it, 50% through a breakthrough if you can laugh at yourself. So I would say in grounding yourself first, if you can take a second and see what, if anything, there's always something to laugh at, right? Take a moment and laugh at whatever the situation is, whatever you're going through, right? If you can get to that point of laughing at yourself, then you can take a deep breath, or it's easier to sort of step into that place of, okay, let me just stop. After you've already laughed at yourself and kind of gotten all stupid and goofy about it, then you can take a second and be like, all right, let me concentrate and bring yourself back to your center, right? Always come back to the body. Huge, I guess we're doing relationship about body tonight, right? So the more that you can come back to your body, the more that will ground you. Because when we're in a stress and we're in fight or flight, right? People think, yes, when you're in fight or flight, you're in your root chakra. But what I believe, right? So see if this resonates. You might be coming from a fight or flight energetic place, of root chakra energetic place, right? But then when you're stressed, you're like all up in your head, and then you actually jump out of your body. So you're picking up all these different energies, so you're more susceptible to 1,000 different energies and emotions and thoughts and everything happening all at once. And that's like a massive train that you just have to first start laughing at, if you can, right? Just the stupid ridiculousness of whatever, right? Pick anything at all, and laugh at yourself, and then bring yourself back to your center. If you can close your eyes, if you can go into your heart and just focus on breathing, like focus on the feeling of your breath, focus on the sound of your breath, anything that will put you back into a sensory state of the physical body, right? If you have to pinch yourself gently, depending on how stressed you are, right? Don't squeeze yourself too hard, but if you can put yourself back into a sensory state, right? Then that will actually get you more grounded. But it's like a step by step, right? Don't try to just stop a massive train from going a mile a minute, right? And yes, the overwhelm and all these different energies that are coming up at the same time, it's really what's happening is once we access the mind state, right, in the stressful moment, right, and we're picking up all these different energies, it's telling our system that we've reached like a maximum capacity of everything that we can possibly process in that particular moment. So it means that whatever you're hearing and thinking and feeling and needing to deal with, there's like too many things happening all at once. So then the next thing that I would say is, if you can like write them all down after you've already laughed, right? Then you get into your body and ground yourself. Then now it's time to like take action on something and see what you can sort of clean up and sort of close anything that's like an open energy loop, right? So whatever's causing the overwhelm, which is usually things that are unfinished, right? Some let's say email that you have to, needs to go out, right? So you have an email, and then you have a phone call, and then you have to pick up, some of you with like kids, right? You have to do all these different things. So that's all going on up here. So I would literally make a list of 3 things, only 3. Don't make a whole list of everything that you got to do, because that will drive you, that's like one more thing you have to do, right? So just put 3 things on the list that you could finish. That would take you less than 5 minutes to finish, and then just check off those 3 things and then move to the next 3 things. So did that help? That was like a long answer, step-by-step sort of like how to. But I think everybody's in this place of wanting to do so many things that we have to check in with our body. Super, super important to check in with our body. And so I feel like that's...
Hey.
We might have a surprise tonight. Look who decided to join.
Hey guys. I'm going to get my phone ready.
How was your thing? Good?
Yeah, very good.
Okay, awesome. We have a lovely...
We're going to be here, you guys.
We're going to be here.
We're going to do it together.
Aww. All right, so what we can do, I'm going to jump off. I'm going to save this. And then we're going to reset super quick.
Totally.
And then we'll jump on again. So he'll jump on his and I'll jump on mine. So don't go anywhere. We'll take maybe like a 5-10.
And we'll be back.
Yay, we get to
Bye,
do
guys.
something together. All right. Mwah. Love you guys so much. We will be right back, but I will save all of this. Okay. Bye. Mwah.
Yay. You look amazing.